Luke 3. And in the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius Caesar, when Pontius Pilate was the governor of Yehuda, and Herod, district ruler of Galilee, and his brother Philip, district ruler of Yetur, and the country of Trachonitis, and Lysanias, district ruler of Abilene, Canaan and Caiaphas being high priest, the word of Elohim came to Yahushas, the son of Zechariah, in the wilderness, and he went into all the reign of the Yarden, proclaiming a margin of repentance for the forgiveness of sins, as it has been written in the book of the words of Yeshayahu the prophet, saying, a voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare the way of Yahuwah, make his paths straight. Every valley shall be filled, and every mountain and hill shall be made low, and the crooked shall become straight, and the rough become smooth ways, and all the flesh shall see the deliverance of Elohim. He said therefore to the throngs that came out to be immersed by him, brood of adders, who warned you to flee from the wrath to come? Therefore bear fruit worthy of repentance, and do not begin to say to yourselves, we have Abraham as our father. For I say to you that Elohim is able to raise up children to Abraham from these stones. And even now the axe is laid to the root of the trees. Therefore every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. And the throngs asked him, saying, what then shall we do? And answering it, he said to them, let him who has 2 undergarments share with him who has none, and let him who has food do likewise. And tax collectors also came to be immersed. And he said to them, teacher, what shall we do? And he said to them, collect no more than what is appointed for you. And soldiers also asked him, saying, and what shall we do? And he said to them, do not intimidate anyone or accuse falsely, and be satisfied with your pay. But as the people were in expectation, and all were reasoning in their hearts about Yahushua, whether he was the Mashiach or not, Yahushua answered, saying to them all, I indeed immerse you in water, but one mightier than I is coming, whose sandal straps I am not worthy to loosen. He shall immerse you in the Ruach HaKodesh and fire. His winnowing fork is in his hand, and he shall thoroughly cleanse his threshing floor, and gather the wheat into his storehouse, but the chaff he shall burn with unquenchable fire. And urging with many other words, he brought the Besorah to the people, and Herod, the district ruler, being reproved by him concerning Herodias, his brother Philip's Asher, and for all the wicked deeds which Herod did, added this also to them all. He locked up Yahushua in prison. And it came to be, when all the people were immersed, Yahusha also being immersed, and praying, the heaven was opened. And the Ruach HaKodesh descended in bodily form like a dove upon him. And a voice came from the heaven saying, you are my son, the beloved, in you I delight. And when Yahusha himself began, he was about 30 years of age, being, as reckoned by law, son of Joseph, of Ali, of Mathanyahu, of Lui, of Melech, of Yana, of Joseph, of Mathanyahu, of Amitz, of Nachum, of Kesli, of Nugin, of Maath, of Mathanyahu, of Shimi, of Yosef, of Yehuda, of Yehuchanan, of Rephaiah, of Zerubbabel, of Shealtiel, of Neri, of Meleki, of Adi, of Kosam, of Elmodam, of Er, of Yahusha, of Eliezer, of Joram, of Mattanyahu, of Lui, of Shimon, of Yehuda, of Yusuf, of Yonan, of Eliakim, of Meliah, of Menah, of Mattantah, of Nathan, of Dod, of Yishi, of Obed, of Boaz, of Salmon, of Nachshon, of Amminadab, of Ram, of Ketzron, of Peretz, of Yehuda, of Yaakov, of Yitzchak, of Abraham, of Terach, of Nachor, of Segron, of Ru, of Peleg, of Eber, of Shelach, of Kenan, of Arpachshad, of Shem, of Noach, of Lamech, of Methuselah, of Canak, of Yared, of Mahalalel, of Kenan, of Anash, of Sheth, of Adam, of Elohim.